Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for a Thursday night watch along. We were here last night. It went well. We're back here once again. Will says 2 super streams in 24 hours. Don't overwork yourself. Well, I'll try not to. It's fun talking about football. Get involved. Get in the chat. Let me just plug straight away. Please hit the like button. If you are in the stream already, hit that like button. Help get some other people joining us here tonight. Of course, keep that chat flowing. Keep the comments coming because those are the games we've got ticking along the bottom. Tonight, you can see one in the Premier League. That is Manchester United Burnley, which doesn't kick off until 8:15. So maybe we'll check that out over on Amazon. In the Championship, all 7:45s. Bournemouth, Cardiff, Bournemouth are our leaders, aren't they? Bristol City, QPR, Forest, Huddersfield will in the main be on that. But all the other Championship games are on the red button. So we'll try and flit about. Hopefully, you lot are going to tell me in the chat, oh, I'm watching this one, I'm watching this one. We'll get all of the games covered. West Brom Preston is postponed. Cambridge, Doncaster are also in League One. We've got Sunderland, Sheffield Wednesday. A classic third-tier game, that one. Two very big clubs down in the third tier. Sunderland and Sheffield Wednesday meet up at the Stadium of Light. I suspect in front of a pretty big crowd, don't you think? Get your comments in. We'll have a look at the teams. Let me know which games you are watching and all of that good stuff. Hey to David, Ewan, QPR forever. Interesting team news coming out. Ashley Gate, we'll have a look in a minute. And here, Frank, opinions on Lukaku quotes. Can you stick them in the chat for me? And I will give you my opinions on them. I'd love to. Come to Bluebirds, Jeff. I think he means come on, you Bluebirds. Maybe they're down at Bournemouth tonight. Tricky one for Steve Morrison. I assume you're going to be watching that one, Jeff. So keep us across the evening, Alex. Thomas, looking forward to another great stream. Me too. Wonder who got the gig for writing the YouTube music. Hey, I just pulled it off the royalty free stuff. You got to be careful here. No Sarge, evening. Congratulations. It was very good of you to say no Sarge. A Wickham fan there. I'm an Ipswich fan. We can all play nicely, can't we? Wayne, welcome. Adrian, Daz, Jake, anybody else I haven't seen in the chat. Alex, have I seen you? Harrison, Alex, still on a high from a great win for Millwall. Yeah, we had some games last night. You can react to those. Get the comments going. Get the conversation going. Make sure you've hit like as well. Oh, Frank has put his quotes. Physically, I'm fine. I'm not happy with the situation at Chelsea. Tuchel has chosen to play with another system. I won't give up. I'm professional. I'm not happy with the situation. I'm professional and I can't give up now. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Right before January as well for Mr. Lukaku. But there we go. Right. Should we look at some team news? We should have word from Manchester United Burnley. We'll go down in order. Let's check that out first. There we go. Manchester United there. David De Gea in goal. One of the few that can probably hold his head high at Old Trafford this season. Wan-Bissaka, Bay, Maguire and Shaw across the back. Matic, McTominay, Fred, Greenwood, Sancho, Cavani and Ronaldo. For Burnley, it feels like Burnley haven't played in the longest time. Hennessy, Lowton, Tarkowski, me, Taylor, Goodmanson, Westwood, Cork, McNeil, Lennon and Wood. Do let us know if you're tuning into that one. That's on Amazon, isn't it? At 8:15. So we'll see what we can do. I'm mainly set up for EFL. Do you know what? I could get Amazon on my phone. Just hope it doesn't mess with the internet connection here. David, Sunderland won. We were making up for 3-0 defeat earlier in the season. It'll be a big game, that one. We'll have a look at teams in a second. Phil, welcome along. BB, the next Jeff Sterling. That'd be a nice thing. Stay casual. Got a picture of Millwall there in the background. I know that entrance only too well. Five bellies. Burnley will surprise United. Derby to win at Stoke and Bournemouth to smash Cardiff. 5-1 or 5-1? There we go. Right. Let's dive in. So just take Ralph's one here. Burnley soon about to play their annual survival joker. Ice Station Turf Moor. I love it. I love it. Andy, here instead of Facebook tonight. Yeah, it's better here, isn't it? Hey. Hi to Chris. Let's move on and look at our championship lineups. Let's go. Oh, damn it. I've clicked on the wrong button. That screwed me up. I was right close to giving you Bournemouth and Cardiff. Hopefully you can't see my ineptitude on the screen. No, I've gone away from it. There we go. Right, Bournemouth, Cardiff, of course. Bournemouth up at the top of the table now. Fulham haven't been playing. Bournemouth got that good win at QPR, didn't they? So they're back at the top in this strangely interrupted period here. Trevor's in goal for Bournemouth. Stacey, Cahill, Kelly, Zamora. And they look better side with Zamora in, don't they? Cook, Lerma, they look a better side with Lerma in, actually. Billing, Anthony, Solanke, and Christie. Strong side for Bournemouth there. For Cardiff, we haven't seen them for a while, have we? Smithies, McGuinness, Flint, Nelson, Giles, and G, Volks, Rolls, Harris, Bakuna, and Kiefer Moore. Worth. Let's dive in. Get your comments in on that. We're just trying to get through all the team news. We're about 7 minutes from all of the kick-offs. Stoke versus Darby. And this was our tactical preview over on football365.com. Check that one out. We went for a low scorer. So incoming 4-4 draw in this one, for Christ's sake. Davies in goal for Stoke. Wilmot, Butt, Fox, Timon, Smith, Vrancic, Allen, Klukas, Brown, and Campbell in Michael O'Neill's trusty old 3-5-2. Wayne Rooney and Darby going to do the same thing there. Allsop, Jagielka, Davis for Scythe. Byrne, Josviak returns. Bird, Thompson, Knight. Lawrence returns up top with Luke Plange, another good youngster coming through. Derby, let's hope they can get through January without losing too many, if any, of those young players with the administration situation going on. Bristol City versus QPR is going to be going on down at the gate. Max O'Leary in goal for Bristol City. Where is Dan Bent? He's on the bench. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Pring, Callas, Viner, O'Dowda, Tanner, James King, Scott, Vyman, and Semenyo. Interesting one from Bristol City. Dieng in goal for QPR. Dickey, Dunn, Barbe, Wallace, Adoma, Field, obviously Dazelle red carded, suspended, isn't he? Johansson, Amos, Austin, and Willett. Suspect Amos will not be playing front right, but more tucked back in an advanced number 8 role. Sounds like a number 10 role, an advanced number 8 role. You never know. Aqua, maybe Bentley linked with a transfer. That doesn't sound like good news. He's one of the better players at Bristol City, isn't he? Bentley, the keeper. Have we got any more championship to look at? Yes, of course we have. We've got the one. I've got Stevie Cooper on my screen right now. So let's not forget about Nottingham Forest versus Huddersfield. Samba in goal for Forest. Spence, Worrell, McKenna, Colback at left back. Interesting. I think he's played a couple of games there, hasn't he, recently? Garner, Ojeda, Johnson, Zinkernagel, and Silva. Interesting. And Lewis Graben. We often get a front three of Zinkernagel, Johnson, Graben. So for score there, projecting we're going to get a little slightly different system there for the Forest. We'll see how that pans out. Huddersfield and Carlos Corberon, very settled in their system. Nichols in goal. Turton, Pearson, Colwill. Sorba Thomas back in super duper form. A couple of goals for him. Weekend. Toffolo the other side. Hi, O'Brien. Sinani, Holmes, and Ward. Let me know if you're joining me on that one. Whatever game you are watching. Numbers looking good, guys. Please, if you don't mind, just hit that like button right now. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, wherever you're watching, hit that thumbs up. Bring some more people along to the stream. Give us a little push. In League One, Cambridge Doncaster postponed. Sunderland, Sheffield, Wednesday. Let me give you some teams from the Stadium of Light. Lee Johnson and Darren Moore, the two bosses there, going up against each other. Hoffman in goal for Sunderland. Wright, Flanagan, Doyle, Gooch. Evans, Neil, the Jaku, Pritchard, Embleton, and Stewart. For Wednesday, Peacock, Farrell, Dunkley, Palmer, Johnson, Wing, Hunt, Mendes, Lang, Deli, Bashiru, Bannon, Gregory, and Patterson. Just have a look at the league tables real quickly. So in the Premier League, we've only got Manchester United and Burnley. So just take a look down in 18th for Burnley. They could exit the relegation zone with a win. They would go above Watford, anything else, and they'll still be in the bottom three. Manchester United with a win would move level on points with West Ham, but they're quite inferior in terms of the goal difference, but they would move into 6th position nonetheless over Tottenham Hotspur. Keep your comments coming. Forest players now coming out of the good old City ground. Looks like a decent attendance in there as well. Here is your championship table just before we get on with this. Bournemouth could go 4 points clear with a win tonight. Good chance for them. Huddersfield, by God, could keep pace with Middlesbrough, but look at the chase here. We've got 6, 7, 8, and 9 all in action tonight, with QPR playing Bristol City. Obviously, Stoke playing Derby. Forest and Huddersfield play each other, so we can't have 4 winners, but we can certainly have plenty of points going in positions 6 to 9 tonight. Down at the bottom of the table, it's only really Derby we're looking at. Cardiff also are playing, but they're 3 points clear of everything as it goes. If Derby were to win against Stoke, I keep saying about Derby, talk to me in 10 games' time. There would be 3 straight wins if they were to win, and they would only then be 4 points off Barnsley. Remember, they've had 21 deducted, haven't they? Let's go to your comments before we dive in to the action. So, just to be clear here, I've got Huddersfield, Forest. I've gone for Cardiff and Bournemouth on the red button over on the other screen, but we can flip over to either of our other games, Bristol City, QPR, or Stoke versus Derby. Let me know which game you are watching. What have we got in the chat here? Villa's Keenan Davis to join Forest. Sounds like a sensible one. Bolster their options there. Always good with the young players, isn't he? 5 bellies. Great watching that young kid ring the bell. Oh, yeah, he had leukemia. That's tremendous. Wasn't it? They have those in the hospitals, don't they? The bells. And when you're done, give it a ring. Get out of there. More power to the young kid. I think his name was Felix, wasn't it? So well done, Felix. Became a bit of a legend over the weekend. Alex, like the Terriers wing backs, very much so. I remember it was Pippa and Toffolo at the start of last season, wasn't it? But Sorba Thomas is different gravy, my friends. Marco, Barnsley fans are revolting. He doesn't mean that they're unpleasant. The players, or some of them, those that choose to take in the knee, against all forms of discrimination. We respect the wishes of any player to do what the hell they want before the game. And we are about to kick off Forest versus Huddersfield. Colbeck playing left back. Look for the long torpedo throw. You love to see it. Could there be a crowd of over 40,000 at the Stadium of Light? I don't know. You'd assume Wednesday would have taken a fair number with them. Huddersfield immediately on the attack. High out to Thomas. He's hit the bar within the first 20 seconds of the game. What a start that could have been by Huddersfield. By God. They won the ball. O'Brien wins it, plays it to High. Thomas starts to move out to the right wing, gets in a narrow position, drills the shot. Samba's done. He dives, but no arms out at all. And Thomas hits the crossbar within 20 seconds for Huddersfield. There, long ranger. Unlucky, goodness me. Sam Greenwood from Leeds to Swansea. I can't see them dealing with us after Dan James. Well, you never know. Stay professional, hey, no grudges. Keep your comments coming. I'm on a bit of a delay, obviously, on the red button. That's a bit slow. So I'm now seeing Cardiff and Bournemouth just kicking off right now. And we will try and keep across everything as it occurs during tonight's games. One in the Premier League doesn't kick off till 8:15. 4 in the Championship, Bournemouth, Cardiff, Bristol City, QPR, Forest, Huddersfield, which in the main we'll be looking at, and Stoke versus Darby. I'm probably about a minute behind on the coverage on my red button, but hey, we should catch the goals. Make sure you let us know as things unfold. I'll give you a timestamp on Forest Huddersfield if you are watching there. I won't do anything with that screen. We're going to be at 2 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. 0-0 in all of our games. So you can let me know where you think the first goal is going to be tonight, because we haven't had it yet. Which stadium is the first goal going to be? And keep your comments coming. Keep the chat going as Lewis O'Brien picks it up in central midfield for Huddersfield, drives forward. Garner nicks it off him. Garner to Zinkernagel. O'Brien leaves one on him. Here is McKenna. Colback playing out at left back, out of position, and it goes all the way back home. Let us know where your first goal's going to be. Stoke, Bournemouth, Stoke. A few of you not thinking we're going to get the very goal-shy game that I'm expecting over at the Bet 365. Huddersfield started well. Come on, Forest. Huddersfield and Coyle have the ball as we speak. He's gone back home. Gavin chases down. Now, check out my video on Championship strikers. Gavin showed up quite well, actually, in terms of shots per goal, amount of shots per goal needed. Gavin tops that list in the Championship. He needs the fewest shots of any regular scorer in the Championship. And we have a goal at Ashton Gate. So I'm going to quickly rush to hit my red button and see if I can beat the coverage, because Bristol City have taken the lead against QPR. Let's see if I can get there in time. It's Bristol City 1, QPR 0 at Ashton Gate. Our first goal of the evening. And I think I've just about caught it in time. Huddersfield have got a corner as well. It's Dickey rolling it back to Iain. This is always worrying when you know a goal's coming and one side is just playing about with it at the back. It's played into midfield. Weimann knocks it off. There's a lovely back heel. Weimann gets it back. He drives into the box, finds Semenyo, bounce to the edge of the box. It's driven in, I think, by Alex Scott. Takes a deflection before it goes in, and Bristol City lead. Bristol City 1, QPR 0. QPR were in possession there, and Weimann just picked it up, drove at the box, and Alex Scott sort of following it up. I don't know if they're going to show me a replay on the red button. Took a deflection. I don't know whether that took it past Iain or whether it was kind of already going in that direction. But Bristol City 1, QPR 0 after just 3 minutes as our opening goal. Go to the live league table and show you what that does for the Robins and indeed for QPR. You can see QPR back-to-back defeats already. You're going to stop in 9th, but Bristol City, that would bump them up. Useful goal that, isn't it? Up into 14th as things stand. Bristol City 1, QPR 0. Here comes Danny Ward for Huddersfield. Knocks it inside looking for Toffolo. Garner cuts it out. Jed Spence brings it away. We'll just goal hop here. I'll stay on Bristol City and QPR now, and as the goals go in, we'll change the channel and see if we can't keep up. But only 3 minutes in. What a start that is. Yeah, come on Rangers, says QPR forever. Alex Scott equals big talent. Very good. One of Conway as well at Bristol City. A few really good youngsters that Nigel Pearson's not been afraid to put in. You feel he's making a point with some of them because he doesn't like the squad. But there we go. Sax Ben watching the game and heard about the goal from you 30 seconds early. We'll have to bow out of the stream. Sorry for that. What are you going to do? Hey, get your internet moving a bit faster, Sax Ben. And don't look at your phone if you don't want any spoilers. But yeah, I'm afraid I'll just tell you what's going on, and your internet's your responsibility, my friend. But we'll see you hopefully back soon. No Piro, no party. Patterson doing well on your charts, to be fair. Absolutely. In our list of the best championship strikers. So, a goal already. Bristol City lead 1-0 against QPR. Alex Scott is the goal scorer. Do I think Darby will catch Barnsley? There's only 6 points between them. Yeah, possibly. Possibly they'll catch Barnsley. Barnsley are very bad at the moment, but that's not me saying Darby will stay up, by the way. But hey, that's the first one. Get off the bottom, isn't it? Here comes Sorba Thomas down the right. He's got there first as well. Thomas puts the cross in, deflected, and Worrell comes across to cut that one out. Scott McKenna plays it up the line. Here is Spence. Spence just second to the ball there. O'Brien nicked in ahead of him. O'Brien goes down like he's been shot. I think he's going to jump back up and all is going to be well. Not the best start, says Owen. Yeah, Huddersfield have probably been the better side, haven't they? 4 wins from safety, says Andy. You've forgotten the other half of that sentence. 4 wins from safety if everybody else scores 0 points in those 4 games, isn't it? Which 2 sides to every coin. It's free kick to Huddersfield. They've been very good from set plays this season. Thomas and Sinani over the free kick. Sinani left foot, Thomas the right. I'd imagine Thomas will be taking it. He's got a ton of assists this season, hasn't he? Although Sinani looks interested. The Luxembourgish on loan player from Norwich. It's going to be Thomas, though. Thomas swings it in, nothing doing, and it goes out. And we have played 8:52 at Forest. It's Forest 0, Huddersfield 0. The other championship games are all 0-0, other than Bristol City and QPR. And QPR are behind in that one. Bristol City scoring after 3 minutes. Alex Scott with the goal. Larry been so funny this season. Yes, he has, hasn't he? That's a reference to one of my lovely Christmas presents. Look at that. A Larry David jumper. You love to see it. If you know, you know. What a man. Hoisted forward there for Huddersfield. Worrell keeps an eye on that, heads it away. O'Brien's been in the right place at the right time for a lot of this game. Please hit the like button, by the way, if you're watching right now. Takes just a second on whichever platform you're on. And just helps our stream move in the right direction. You can also, when you hit subscribe if you're new around here as well, subscribe to the channel. It looks like, I was just having a look through January, we're going to be doing a lot of watch-along live stream business. Remember, we got 2 weeks away from Championship football, although I suspect around that FA Cup sort of fortnight, we'll get a lot of rescheduled games. So there should be plenty of Championship stuff to watch. Let's just hope the nice people at the TV stations get them on telly for us. If not, we're going to be watching a lot of Carabao Cup semi-finals, put it that way. They could be quite fun, though, couldn't they? Colback wins that for Forest. McKenna plays it to Silva. Silva knocks it home to Samba. Samba, lovely knock out to Spence. Still just 1 goal in our games tonight. Worrell to Samba. Samba goes long again, diagonal with the left foot into Brennan Johnson's area on the right wing. Harry Toffolo gets there first. Bit of a hospital ball back to Nichols in goal, but Nichols gets rid of it. Let's dive in for some comments. Evening, everyone. Absolutely. Hope you're all staying safe. Hit the like button. Yes, do that. Pretty good. 11:25 gone in the game at Forest, which is our main focus. We'll get the most in-line coverage there. Everything else will be a bit behind. We don't want to upset anybody with any spoilers. Imagine that, being on the internet and finding out about a goal. Hey, here is Spence into the channel. Huddersfield definitely better in possession so far. Coyle and Gavin. Gavin had both his arms around Coyle. Gavin plays innocent, but he's been around long enough to know exactly what he did there. Remember, we've got leaders at Bournemouth in action as well tonight. Let me just show you the lay of the land in League One with that Sunderland Sheffield Wednesday game. There it is. Maximum upside for Sunderland. If they win, they go on to 49 points, to be 2 points clear at the top. A win for Sheffield Wednesday put them on to 40 and into 7th position. The ball's back with Samba. Feels like the keepers are having a lot of the ball in this game. Sinani there just took that off Danny Ward in sort of number 10 position. Danny Ward looks accusingly at him and says, "Why did you take that off me for?" Are you still making it pay, Ben? I think I know what that means, Marco. We're doing okay. It's a hard old slog, but yeah, we got a couple of writing contracts now. We're doing okay. Obviously, if you ask 99% of the population, would you like to make more money or less money? Most of them would say more, especially when my missus is on maternity leave, but we're doing okay. Yellow card has come out for referee Ward. I think Dwayne Holmes has been booked. Just holding back Jed Spence. We have a goal in the game in League One, and it looks like Sunderland are going top of League One. Sunderland 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. We think the Mackhams have taken the lead. I don't have the Gillette show on. In fact, I'll stick the Gillette show on right now. In fact, that might even be a better bet than jumping in and out of the games. And we'll see if we can catch that Sunderland goal. It's not on the red button, but they should be able to give it to us if I can do two things at once. Zinkernagel forward for Forest. Back to Silver. Drives the shot. That was going in. Silver again. Hits it low. Gavin trying to react. Cannot quite get there. Best chance of the game. It's not the closest anyone's come because Sorba Thomas hit the bar, but that was certainly a far more interesting looking position that they got themselves into there. Zinkernagel down the line. First one was blocked. I think it's the second one that's the bigger chance. Two of them in the way there, Coyle and Matty Pearson. It doesn't look like we have a Gillette show on tonight, so we'll just have to go without the goals from League One. Danny Ward has gone off. I didn't see in any way, shape or form what happened to him. Jordan Rhodes has come on, the now veteran striker. Let's move back across to Bournemouth-Cardiff on the other screen and see what's going on there. Jordan Rhodes on for Danny Ward. Let's get back into your comments. David, you lovely man. £5 super chat. We've been waiting for one of those so I can drink to that. Let's open this can of Pepsi Cherry. I'll drink to that. Very, very kind. David, what are we saying in the chat here? Lee, wondering which team fingers best chance under Fulham and Bournemouth for staying up if they went up. Crikey. Anyone with a parachute payment. Stoke 0, Derby 1. Now, that wasn't on my menu for the red button, so I'm not sure we're going to get to be able to see the goals in that one. But Derby are going great guns, and Derby, it's going to be 3 straight wins, actually. Derby have taken the lead. Again, I don't think That one is on the red button. No, it's not, annoyingly. I don't know why that is either. We normally get all of the games. But Darby have the lead. Well played, Darby, at the moment. They're making a mockery of their 21 points deduction and having a real good crack at this. A lot of teams often just collapse down the bottom there. Darby have been very tight defensively all season, haven't they? And pretty competitive. Long range one there from Philip Zinkernagel. Easily saved. I'm not going to be able to tell you about the goal, but I can certainly tell you who scored it. And we can certainly have a look at the live league table. Luke Plange, the youngster, is the goal scorer. Darby have the lead. Looks like they've started really well. All the stats heading in Darby's favour. Let's have a look at the live league table, which tells us Darby, if they win tonight, it'll be 4 points off Barnsley. It'll be 11 points off Reading. Of course, you can see Peterborough got a game in hand. Reading have got 2 games in hand. I believe January the 3rd, Reading versus Darby. That could be a very, very important game, couldn't it? If Darby were to win that one, then things start to get really, really interesting. Darby basically just have to be very, very good, sort of top 10 level points scoring for the entirety of the rest of the season to get close and hope for a low tide. They're doing their bit, Darby, and they lead 1-0 tonight at Stoke. Luke Plange with the goal. They are good defensively as well, Darby. So is Stoke. We expected a low scorer, but we already have a goal over at the stadium, which I'm allowed to say. Am I allowed to say the name of that stadium on this show? I think I am, aren't I? The Bet365 stadium. Big lad Kev. Who do I support? There's a clue on the door, Kev. Always a clue. Alex, feel like QPR could easily be 3-0 down by now. That's not good. Darby currently 11 points away from safety. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Very, very hard, but not impossible. We need to see something big for the rest of the season. And obviously, we need to see not a load of their good players sold in January, which may be likely. Ross Stewart with the Sunderland goal. He's done a fine job of replacing the prolific striker's name, who I've forgotten, who went to Wigan and had a heart problem recently. Who was that striker? Scored all the goals for Sunderland last season. Oh, God. Someone tell me in the chat. I'm getting one of those mental blocks where you can't picture somebody's name. Plays for Wigan now. He's on loads of money at Wigan. Top scorer in League One last season. Thank you, Charlie Wyke. Well done, the chat. Too many names going round my head. Keep those comments coming. Keep the chat flowing. Please hit like if you haven't already in the stream. 2 goals tonight. Bristol City lead 1-0 against QPR. Derby lead 1-0 against Stoke. Luke Plange and Alex Scott, 2 good young players in the Championship. On the score sheet, here's another good young player in the Championship. James Garner about to take this free kick. Garner tries a cheeky shot. The Manchester United loanee. Easily saved. Callum, one of the worst performances for Cov all season last night. Millwall played for the draw and got all 3. Never a good thing, is it? A good chance for everyone to form a gap above us. Coventry maybe just regressing to the mean slightly, Callum, aren't they? After being 4th for a lot of the season, had a very good sort of first 10 to 15 games, didn't they? Brilliant home form as well. Here comes Silva into the penalty box. Oh, it goes across the box. Johnson was arriving. They don't look like they can deal with Silva and his dribbling going into the box on that left-hand side so far, Huddersfield. Challenge flew in there, and you wonder if that had been Brennan Johnson on the other side, whether we'd be looking at a penalty, where he would have just managed to figure out a way of going over the legs. I think it was Turton who dived in, maybe not, but he put the cross in. Johnson was there. Heads it over the crossbar. It's a throw into Huddersfield down the left. Forest 0, Huddersfield 0, 21-23 on the clock. Worryingly, on the other screen, Jordan Zamira, who I was just saying, Bournemouth are pleased to have him back, is getting some treatment, the young left back. Bournemouth kind of improve as soon as he gets back in the team at fullback, doesn't he? He's back up on his feet, fortunately. Here come Huddersfield down the right. Silver back helping. And Coyle back. Clears it from left back. I'll stop. Thomas tries to flip it over. Carback's head just falls over. And it is clear. So far, Bristol City and Derby having a good night. And Manchester United and Burnley are going to be kicking off on Amazon at 8:15. I'll tell you what I will do. Let's see if I can get Amazon up on my phone at the same time as we are watching. And we can have another screen. You can never have too many screens. Norwich v Leicester off on New Year's Day. Here come Forest. Try to slide it through to Gavin there. Coyle goes through and picks it up. Let me just make sure my volume's off. You don't want to hear that playing in the background, do you? Watch live. There we go. We have Manchester United and Burnley now on a very small screen, but we should be able to keep in touch. Long Ranger there from Lewis O'Brien. That one goes over the crossbar. So, Premier League kicking off in about 7 minutes. 4 games in the Championship. 1 game in League One. Only 2 goals to talk about so far. Bristol City lead 1-0 against QPR. Derby lead 1-0 at Stoke. Dwayne Holmes knocks that into Scott High. So many good youngsters in the Championship. Scott High, another of them. Coyle inside to Pearson, who charges forward from centre-back. Pearson gives the ball away. He's left a bit of a hole there. Oh, the ball out to the right to Brennan Johnson was not a good one. Showed the Derby goal on Sky Sports. Is that Sky Sports News? Do you know what? I might head over there. Being all the other ones are always behind. Let's see if I can navigate my way off the red button. I'm having to use my phone as a TV remote because we've got 2 of the same TV. So if you press the remote on one, it operates the other, which is not very, very helpful at all, in fact. Free kick to Huddersfield. Scott McKenna's just trying to organise everything at the back. Sinani's going to pop this one in left-footed after Silver Thomas had the last one. Another dreadful free kick. Huddersfield, I was bigging up their set plays, but not really got anywhere close to a decent delivery so far. Right, hopefully that's us all sorted. As soon as I do that, there's been a goal at Bournemouth. Bournemouth 1, Cardiff 0. Alex, I promise I'm going to get to your super chat real quick. Do you know what? I'm just going to wait for it to come up on Sky Sports News. There we go. Bournemouth, the league leaders, lead. And they are going to go 4 points clear as things stand. Bournemouth 1, Cardiff 0. Oh, of course. Alexa, off. Go away. Goals in all of our Championship games now, other than the one that Sky Sports are focusing on. Alex, £5 super chat. I'm guessing this will be the last super screen of the year. Happy New Year. Thanks for all your hard work. Alex, you absolute legend. Thank you very, very much. Very, very kind indeed. Ryan Christie is the goal scorer for Bournemouth. Hopefully we'll get a look at that on Sky Sports News in a minute. If anyone does catch the goal, let us know. Did I miss a super chat as well? I did. Sorry, Marco. Apologies. I'm probably trying to fix the TVs up. £5. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sir, as well. Very, very kind, Marco. Thank you so much. we will drink to that as we wait and see if Sky Sports News are going to show us the Ryan Christie goal. Jed Spence down the right-hand side for Forest. 26 gone in this one. Spence holds up. Is he going to cross it? Taking his sweet time. It's back to Worrell. Worrell's looking for Silver on the back post. Silver pulls away, crosses way too deep, but they've still got possession, Forest. Silver 1v1 with Turton. Turton does well there and shepherds that one out perfectly fairly for a goal kick. We're being told about the Ryan Christie goal. Am I going to get to see it? Yes, I am. So it's Solanke down the right-hand side. Comes back in on his left foot. Knocks it into Christie. Oh, it takes a big deflection, doesn't it? Christie hits it with the left foot. I don't know who it deflects off, but bit of a muggy one, that one. Sends the keeper completely the wrong way and into the far corner. Bournemouth fans won't care, as ever. The ball drifts into the corner. And it's Bournemouth 1, Cardiff 0. Let's have a look at the live league table. Let me get you a clean one. That one's got Stoke and Derby highlighted on it, hasn't it? So we got goals in 3 of our 4 championship games. Most pertinently, up at the top, you can see Bournemouth are going 4 points clear with that Ryan Christie goal. Should everything stay the same, be back-to-back wins as well. Huddersfield are currently level with Forest. Nothing happening there. QPR and Stoke both losing, which is good news for both Huddersfield and Forest. And, of course, Middlesbrough, a couple of points higher. Bristol City going to be moving up to 14th. Cardiff, it's a good night for Derby so far, isn't it? Cardiff, 12 points ahead of Derby. And lots of Derby fans are looking that way. Still a long way, but the form is good from Derby and they're leading tonight. They'll go into double figures for the season. They would be in 13th position. We've said, here's Rhodes in the box. Good tackle by Well. We've said for most of the season with Derby, you're looking at about 10th place form. 1.4 points per game for survival. That'd take them, we think, to about 43 points, 1.4. 10th place form. They're currently functioning at 13th place form. So not far off it. Not far off it. And we have a goal at Forest. And Huddersfield have taken the lead. Dwayne Holmes is enjoying that goal. The ex-Derby man has given Huddersfield the lead. Holmes arriving on the near post. He's sucking his thumb. I'm not entirely sure why. But we now have goals in all of our championship games. And it's Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. Huddersfield are going to be looking good in those playoff positions. Again, let's have a look at the replay. Cole's got it. He feeds it into Holmes. Holmes turns his man a bit too easily there. And then they completely leave him. That is so poor from Ojeda, the Forest central midfielder. I was taught if you get turned like that in central midfield, not only do you run with the player that you've let go, but by fair or foul means, you don't let him get a shot off on goal. That's really poor from Ojeda in central midfield. It's good from Holmes, but once he's spun Ojeda so easily, he's just left in the box there and he receives the ball back. Touch, finishes it left-footed. Oh, it's a good effort there by James Garner outside of the right foot. This game's heating up nicely. And so is today's Thursday night watch along. Let's go back to the live league table and reflect on that good news for Huddersfield, who would be opening up a nice little 4-point gap there between themselves, QPR and Stoke. Obviously, everything we say in relation to the table has the caveat that everyone's played a different amount of games now, and lots of teams have 22 on the board, 23, 24. Only a few have actually got the full 25 played. Here comes Brennan Johnson in the right wing position. Graben's in the box. No one else seems to be arriving. Johnson tries to find Graben. Turton on the cover from right centre back, comes all the way across and heads it out from the near post. We've got another super chat. So kind. Sorry, Robert. So much going on. We didn't quite see it. I will drink to that, though. Happy New Year, Ben, your family. Thank you so much, Robert. So kind. I will drink to you, my friend. Thank you all for your support here. Very, very kind indeed. It'll always be free on YouTube, but think of your super chats as tips. Very, very kind indeed. Corner, Forest, 32 gone. McKenna forward, grabbing forward. Worrell on the back post. Looks like Pearson's going to be picking him up. Corner goes short to Zinkernagel. Then to Garner. Back to Zinkernagel. Here comes the cross now. Not a good one. Oh, it finds its way through. Worrell, surely. Oh, it's a bad miss. Bad miss from Joe Worrell, who rolls his eyes at himself. Goodness me. Big chance there for Forest. Oh, it's a really bad miss, isn't it? Worrell just gets he kind of plants his standing foot too early, and then he kind of swings his left foot at it, and he just needed to readjust and then hit that one, and he ends up shanking it wide. Bad miss from Worrell there. Adrian, legend. What is an NOK? Is that a Norwegian kroner, maybe? 50 of them. Thank you very, very much. Very kind indeed. Sir Benjamin Bloom, receive an MBE for services to English football. Happy New Year, and thank you for the brilliant content. Thank you very much, Adrian. Thank you for the brilliant gesture. Have I got that right? Norwegian kroner. Very, very, very kind indeed. I like to think super chats are tokens that can be exchanged for Vino. Well, look, I need to probably be a bit good in New Year. But I've got plenty of wine for Christmas, so don't worry. We will spend it on nappies, baby wipes, vests and baby grows. Put it that way. That's where most of my money goes at the moment. Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. We got goals in all of our championship games. Bournemouth 1, Cardiff 0, Stoke 0, Derby 1, Bristol City 1. QPR 0. Here's O'Brien. To Rhodes, to High. Rhodes back into centre half. Huddersfield playing this one pretty well. They're going to be 4 points clear in those playoff positions as things stand. Always throw that caveat in. Here comes O'Brien. And Coyle has got it at the back. Keep your comments coming. Please hit that like button if you have not already. And, of course, subscribe. So poor from the Forest central midfield there. We're just seeing the Holmes goal again on Sky Sports News. Steve Cooper will be proper cross about how they didn't track Dwayne Holmes, into the box. Lewis O'Brien's gone down again. They've given him a good kicking tonight, Forest, haven't they? Poor old O'Brien. He's jumped back up again. He's playing well, actually. Garner with the foul this time. I think Spencer really got booked. Yeah, I think yellow card might come out for that one. Not a clever one by Garner. A bit clumsy. The yellow card has not come out. Who is it? It's referee Ward tonight, isn't it? Let me just double check. Yes. He keeps his yellow card in his pocket, so it's only... I'm sure Spence got booked earlier, didn't he? Could be wrong about that, actually. It's not coming up on my screen. There we go. Anyway, the yellow card stays in the pocket. Sinani floats the free kick in. Chested down by Holmes. Sinani tries to cross, blocked out by Zinkernagel. Chris Wood close for Burnley. That's what I was going to do. I was going to have Amazon open on my mobile, wasn't I? Let's see if we can do that and have Manchester United, Burnley on that screen as well. And hopefully we get to see everything now. Corner for, long throw for Huddersfield, which Holmes tosses into the near post. Spence heads it away, but Holmes gets it back. In goes the cross. Sinani, not a bad effort that, actually. Looked like he'd kind of swung at that fairly wildly, but it started to dip, and you think, oh, is Samba in trouble here? Let's have a look. Not the worst effort. I'm not sure he was trying that particular type of volley, but it nearly came off that way. Here's Garner. Forrest playing out from the back. McKenna brings the ball up. Colback clips it into the channel for Silva, who's looked fairly lively. Silva, Colback's well forward. He should be decent enough getting forward from left back, being he's played his career at midfield. Zinkernagel hits the shot from the edge of the box, blocked by Scott High, but here come Forrest again. McKenna does really well forward from left centre-back. Nobody in there. He puts it all the way across. Brilliant athleticism from Jed Spence to keep that in. Wow. Johnson. Spence coming back to receive again. Johnson tries to put the cross in, and it's cleared away. Incredible bit of physicality there from Jed Spence there. Looked for all the world like the ball was going out. He threw himself at it, kept it in, slid off the pitch, then jumped back up, ran back on the pitch and got to the ball first. Incredible. Ronaldo missed the sitter. That's not good. Mark, Colback and Yates should be in midfield. Guess chance to see what we have in the closet. Yeah, Ojeda not covering himself in glory for that goal, did he? Here's Graben into the box. Graben to Colback to the back post, looking for Johnson. Headed across goal. And I look up at my phone and we've got 2 goals at once here. Manchester United have taken the lead on Amazon. Fernandez knocks it back and bent in by Scott McTominay, I think. Yeah, nice finish. As that was happening, Sunderland went 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, crikey, and Zinkernagel hits the crossbar for Forest at the same time. Sorry, completely missed that. Far, far too much going on. So to recap, Forest hit the bar. Manchester United take the lead through McTominay, and Sunderland have gone 2-0 up. Let's get everything updated there. It's almost like you need more than one person to do this. That's why they have about 20 of them doing it on Soccer Saturday, isn't it, for God's sakes? So, Manchester United lead against Burnley. Sunderland looking very good. They are going to finish the night top of League One comfortably as things stand. They are 2-0 up Sunderland. Let's go around the live league tables just so you can see how those couple of goals affect things. Good news for Manchester United. You see them up to 6th as we'd laid out earlier. The goal difference is they're +3 and West Ham are +9. So I don't think anything's going to come of that. But Ranić, look, even if they are a grumpy dressing room, they're picking up the points, aren't they? Which is 9/10 of the battle, isn't it? We'll look at the Championship live league table in a minute. Let me jump across to League One, where Sunderland fans will be very, very happy because they're going on to 49 points as things stand. They're 2-0 up, Sunderland. I think Ross Stewart's got the second one as well, so he's on a hat-trick, Stewart, for Sunderland, replacing Charlie Wyke, last season's top scorer. He's getting the goals, Stewart, and you can see 49, nearly 2 points per game for Sunderland. Just one off that magic marker. They can reach it if they win tonight and win the next. Going to be at 52 from... Oh, no, they are at 2 points behind. Beg your pardon. They will, yeah. 49 in 24. I assume that game's already been added on. So looking very, very good for Lee Johnson and Sunderland to end their League One stay. How many seasons have they been down there? 3 now, is it? They were in the Championship in 17-18, weren't they? 18-19, 19-20, 20-21. So it'd be their 4th season down there, Sunderland. 3 complete seasons already. Keep your comments coming. Rod Stewart again. Jez, Ross Stewart having more hits than Rod Stewart. Well, there you go. Right, let's focus on Forest and Huddersfield for the end of this half, and then we can have a look at Manchester United during the half time. Forest have it at the back with McKenna. They trail 1-0. Forest fans will look at the numbers in this game and be annoyed because Huddersfield have only had one shot on target. 9 shots to 4 in Forest's favour. But they've given away that big chance. Sunderland are absolutely bossing it. They've gone 3-0 up. Has Ross Stewart managed to get the hat-trick? I wonder. Sunderland 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0 at 40 minutes. Sunderland are our heroes of the night so far. They are heading comfortably to the top of the League One table and big favourites for promotion now. 3-0 to Sunderland. Can anyone tell me, has Stewart got the hat-trick? We will find out. Hopefully, we're going to get to see his second goal. They've just heard about his third goal on Sky. Come on, boys. Show us some pictures. Corner to Forest, by the way. Right, we're now having a look. I think it's Pritchard for Sunderland. That's a nice finish by Stewart. Just strokes that one into the corner on the run. Right-footed. And this next goal is coming from a corner. Is it going to be Stewart again? In comes the corner. Flat. Headed back across the goal and powered in over the line. And I can't tell you the scorer. Callum Doyle. Yes, I can. Woof. 43 now gone. Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. Forest had a fair amount of pressure. Just haven't forced that big chance yet. I'd class Worrell's chance as a big chance, but I guess SofaScore hasn't picked that up in that way because of the players in the way. But yeah. Corner for Forest then. Colback, left-footed outswinger. In it comes. Grabban was arriving in the middle. I think Jordan Rhodes possibly got a little eyebrows on that near post. Garner swings it back in. Coyle heads clear. Throw in to Forest. Jez. Oh dear, all gone horribly wrong for the Owls. Darren Moore under pressure. We'll put that one over to Jez then. He'd know more about it than me. Zinkernagel into the box. Zinkernagel crosses low. Oh, Silva, good save. Nodded back down. Oh, if Silva doesn't take that shot on, behind him, I think it was Colback, had an easier shot. It's a good save by Nichols. And Forest are going to start considering themselves unlucky to be behind now. They've had plenty of the play in this one, but they're still trailing the Forest. And I think they should have been on the score sheet by now, Nottingham Forest. But Huddersfield defending well. And we'll hope to get to half-time with that clean sheet intact and with the lead. It was Zinkernagel who pulled it back. Not convinced. That's a very good save by Nichols, that. I get the argument it was straight at him, but it comes right through a crowd from close range. Good save by Lee Nichols in the goal. Here's Zinkernagel in the box again, and it's cleared out. We're into first half stoppage time, of which there will be 1 minute. Huddersfield really just clearing their lines. They're under big amounts of pressure at the moment, and they're going to want to get into the dressing room at 1-0. Silver Thomas has done really well there. Colback fouls him. Tells the ref to F off, even though he clearly fouled him. And it's going to be a free kick to Huddersfield, which should be enough. They probably kill 30 seconds with this, get the ball away down the ground. And that should take them to half-time. I think Turton is going to take the free kick. Huddersfield just bringing the centre-halves up to halfway, literally just trying to gain territory and reach half-time. Exactly as I suggested, the ball's, in fact, just kicked straight at the Trent end, in fact. And that is half-time. Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. I will switch over to Amazon. So we've got Manchester United versus Burnley for the next 15 minutes. And we'll just take a look at those league positions and halftime numbers, etc., etc. We're still going in the other championship games. Right. Excuse me. While I, in very old man fashion, navigate, clicking about 50 buttons on here. Right, there we go. So we're at 16:39 on my coverage on Amazon. It's probably a little bit behind if it's internet. Always is, innit? Always is. Right. Let's have a look at how things have gone in the first half of those championship games. Bournemouth 1, Cardiff 0. Krissy with the deflected goal. Checking the numbers. 5 shots apiece. And look at that. 2 big chances still in Cardiff's favour. So a very Cardiff-looking performance there. They've been like that for a while, haven't they? Where it's about, the penalty boxes and maybe not having too much possession in games. But they are behind Cardiff as things stand. Obviously, we've watched along with Huddersfield and Forest, but I will pop the numbers up because Forest fans, I think, are going to be frustrated with this one and the pressure built toward the end of the half. Oh, penalty QPR we're hearing. And Leandro Bacuna has just been red carded for Cardiff as well. Goodness me. So we're just awaiting. It looks like Charlie Austin's going to have a penalty for QPR. I'm going to keep. Yeah, he has scored the penalty. It's Bristol City 1, QPR 1. So we will change all of that. Bacuna siving down Phil Billing. And I think he gets a straight red for that. Of course, Jeff Lerma's in the middle of it. Straight red. Solanke furious. Oh, it's not a good one, is it? It's a scissor tackle. Grabs both his legs around. So, yeah, serious foul play. So we're looking at excessive force or endangering opponent there. Don't think it's excessive force, but I think he's gone for endangering the opponent there. Leandro Bacuna. Red card for Cardiff. You'd make Bournemouth hot favourites now to win that one. Hopefully we'll get a look at the QPR penalty incident and goal there. I was just going to be summing things up then, but a whole load of action with that red card. Right. So, yeah, Austin in the 3rd minute. Oh, and Manchester United, go very, very close there. Luke Shaw hits the side netting. I'm seeing the penalty from Austin, which is a good one, right-footed. I've not seen the incident that caused the penalty to be given. Charlie Austin seems to spend most of his career winding up home fans nowadays, but yeah, I've not seen the incident. If anyone knows why that penalty was given or what happened, do let us know in the chat. So let's dive back into this. So we were looking at Forest and Huddersfield when all of that stuff just kicked off. And yeah, as you can see, so let me just go to the other view. Forest have done plenty, 11 shots to 4, only 1 on target for Huddersfield, but Huddersfield have the lead in that one. The pressure was building toward the end of the half in Forest's favour, but Huddersfield have the lead and are going into the top 6 as things stand. QPR are now back on terms. Remember, QPR can go past Huddersfield. At the moment, they would need a Forest equaliser and then to take the lead themselves to swing those points in their favour. It would then go 37-38 in QPR's favour. Let's just pick up the numbers from the first half in the game at Ashton Gate. 53-47 to Bristol City on the possession, 5 shots to 3. 53-47 to QPR on the possession, 5 shots to 3 to Bristol City. 2 big chances to 1 for Bristol City. They've probably got some grounds to be thinking they should have gone, especially when you concede in the 3rd minute of first half stoppage time. Grounds for thinking they should have gone in the lead at half time, but they have not, and it is 1-1. So second half lifeline. They're going in on level terms for QPR. And Darby are leading, and it would be a 3rd straight victory were Darby to win. And I think they started this game really well. I remember we checked in after about 10 minutes and all the numbers were in Derby's favour. They don't actually look that much different down the Derby column. They took the lead on 16 through Luke Plange, and they're good side defensively, Derby. So Stoke won't be easy to get that one turned around for Stoke. They're going to have to do that in the second half. We'll go to your comments in just a sec. Burnley have a free kick at Old Trafford. Swung in. De Gea all over the place. Maguire heads it away and Burnley can reset. And we can get to some of your comments. Lewis sent me the Derby goal on Twitter. Well, that's very kind, Lewis. I am now going to give you my reaction to the Derby goal. Everything's authentic here. Let's have a look. I think it's Josviak coming in off the right. Good play. Feeds it through with the outside of his foot and Plange running in behind. Finishes it off. Nice goal by Darby. Luke Plange, the young striker, giving them the lead on 16 minutes. Wenlock. Hi, Ben. Thanks for all your content this year. What's been your 2021 watch-along highlight? Euros, Championship. It's got to be the Championship last day, Wenlock, hasn't it? I nearly had a heart attack, honestly. Derby and Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday and Wickham on the last day of last season. Sensational stuff. But thank you very, very much for the super chat. Iain, right, rephrase that question and tell me what you think rather than what some fans think. I'm happy to give you my opinion. You give me yours. I'm not interested in some fans. You tell me what you think and I'll tell you what I think. And we can be a bit more specific rather than this some fans that a lot of football conversation is predicated on. I don't care what some fans think. I care what you think. And if you care what I think, I'll respond to what you think. So be a bit more general there. And you can give me your opinion and I'll give me yours, Iain. What else have we got in the chat here? Austin's still winding up the Bristol City fans. He's shocking, isn't he? Austin, he loves it, doesn't he? He absolutely loves it. Derby 3 Wednesday, it was ridiculous, wasn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. My heart was beating fast for a lot of that. Put it that way. Mark, 2 big scares for Bournemouth in the first half. Keep your comments coming at half time. Norwich game cancelled versus Leicester. That'll be a probably a relief to the Norwich fans, won't it? Just have a few days off. Corner comes in for Manchester United. Maguire there. Cavani hits the shot, cleared out. Bailly swings at it. Cavani in the box, helps it back. Shaw to Matic. Burnley defending well as always they do, and it's back with Pope. That's not Pope. Who's the Burnley keeper tonight? Pass. I'll have to look that up. He says, quickly clicking buttons. Wayne Hennessy. God, is he still around? I thought that wasn't Pope. Dear oh me. Even though it broke my heart, the last championship last day was fantastic, wasn't it? Utter drama. There was a point in that last 15 minutes where everybody was safe at 1 point. Incredible stuff. James, hi Ben. Aaron Connolly, close to join Middlesbrough. I believe he's had his medical today. What do you think of the Middlesbrough game last night? Connolly will be a good sign-in. The Brighton loanee. What do I think of the Middlesbrough game? As I put up the clip on my Twitter, something's going on there at Middlesbrough, isn't it? They're just in that mode where everything's going in. Games that they look like they're drawing, they're going to win, and vice versa, etc. So, all good. Do I think Carvalho's played his last game for Fulham? No, I don't. He'll either sign a new contract or he'll go at the end of the season. I don't think he'll go in January. Nothing beats The final Forest 8-goal swing. Oh, God. Yeah, I wasn't so good at the watch-alongs. Didn't really know what I was doing then, but there we go. There you go, Iain. Your opinion now. Ipswich will finish round 8 for 9th. My view, really boringly, Iain, I totally agree with you. I think they've left themselves too much to do. So I think we agree totally on that one, my friend. 26-27 gone at Old Trafford. Here comes Sancho into the box. Oh, that's going to be an own goal. It's Manchester United 2, Burnley 0. I think Jadon Sancho thinks he's scored, but I think he's going to get that one taken off him. I don't think the original shot was going in. They won't care. It's Man United 2, Burnley 0. Sancho came in from the left. Was the shot going in the goal? Is the question. And we're going to find out right now. It was good. Sancho comes from deep. Shaw overlaps him. They get a little bit lucky. 2 bounces go in their favour. Sancho does really well to charge into the box. You tell me. That is not going in. Sorry, Jadon. That's going to be an own goal, buddy. Off Ben Mee. Yeah, the ball's going wide and Mee pokes it. It goes right in the side netting. So with my England fan hat on, I would love Jadon Sancho to start playing brilliantly for Man United, but I don't think he's going to get credited with that goal. And the camera is on a forlorn-looking Ben Mee. Man United 2, Burnley 0. Let me know when we get back to the second half between Forest and Huddersfield. James, Chris Wilder has transformed us into something else. All looks good, doesn't it? It's tough, isn't it? I never, ever want to rain on the strawberries of any sets of fans. I'm sure James and the Borough fans are all massively excited. You always want to see, look, they're going to lose games at some point. It's going to be a bad run. That's when you find out, when you lift up the bonnet and see what's under the hood. But look, it's Chris Wilder. We know there's good stuff under the hood. Has he got the squad to do it at Borough? He's doing it at the moment, let's just say. And everything looking very good for Borough. Alex thought they were harsh to get rid of Warnock. Wilder wasn't going to be able to... well, Steve Gibson was like that with Tony Pulis, wasn't it? Once he knew he could get Pulis when he had Gary Monk. Here come Burnley into the box here. They needed to be cut back on the floor. They had 2 arrive, and if they were going to float in, it needed to go to Wood. But no good for Burnley, who are 2-0 down. I was just saying about Gibson. He's got this reputation as being this great chairman. He can be quite ruthless when he wants. Ask Gary Monk and Neil Warnock, put it that way. Callum. Cameron Humphreys-Grant. Is he still with Man City? We'll see. Another young Man City Premier League double-barreled player name for me to try and remember. That would be good fun, wouldn't it? Give him back in, Mr. Gibson. Wilder's Borough could eclipse Wilder's Blaze. We'll see. Yeah, we will see. They look very, very good at the moment. Here comes McTominay. Ronaldo, good feet. Ronaldo. Oh, it's blocked out. You see him go through and you just assume he's going to score. He's absolutely furious with himself. His touch was good. Good ball by McTominay, actually. And Cristiano Ronaldo can't take this brilliant run by Ronaldo. Stays onside so cleverly. His first touch is not perfect. If it was, I think he scores that one, but just had to take a second touch. Tough luck. Let me know, anyone who's on Sky Sports, when we get back to Forest and Huddersfield. And we'll stick on that one. Oh, Ben Mee in the FPL team. Minus points incoming. An Oggy for Ben Mee and Brentford. Alex, how or with whom do you think Millwall could replace Jed in the summer? I think that's one you probably, if I can answer the question, not in the way you want me to, Alex, you don't try and replace him because he's been so heavily responsible for goals and assists for Millwall. I think that needs a tweak of the playing style if and when Jed Wallace goes. Because, you're not just going to parachute in another player who can score free kicks and dribble and cross and shoot from outside the box and all of that good stuff. So, yes, I don't like Charlie Austin anymore, says Anna. He's been on the wind-up. I think he's got to the point in his career now, Austin, where he just doesn't care anymore, does he? He doesn't care. He's on the wind-up with everybody. Throw into Manchester United. We're going to head back. In fact, I'm going to click the buttons right now and we will get back over to the City ground where, would you believe, I've done something right, guys. As I click the button, Dwayne Holmes is literally kicking off the second half. Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put Man United back on my mobile phone up here just because we don't have enough screens to look at. And can Forest get back into this game is kind of the narrative. Huddersfield have played it well, but Forest were putting the pressure on, particularly at the back end of the second half. Keep your comments coming in, guys. It looks like a good night for Sunderland in League One. They're 3 up at Sheffield Wednesday. Bournemouth leading and playing 10 men against Cardiff. Bristol City and QPR are 1-1. Could be a third straight win for Darby, by God, down at the bottom there. And we got Huddersfield having a good night so far, but I don't know whether the next goal, if there is a next goal, may be a Forest goal in this one. It's Manchester United 2, Burnley 0 in the Premier League. Manchester United will be looking to go 6th. And if you follow my dearly departed shows concerning Norwich, Leeds, Watford, less so Villa or Brentford, but for those first 3 I mentioned, it's quite good news if Burnley are losing. A lot of their fate is connected to Sean Dyche and Burnley. Nottingham Forest Cats. Hey up, Ben. Great show. You could do with a Forest goal to make it even better, couldn't you, hey? Hugh, Wednesday need an early second half goal. Yeah, I'd pack that one up, Hugh. I think Wednesday are done tonight, and Sunderland are moving on to 49 points and above Rotherham in the League One table. Zinkernagel coming in off the right for Forest. Coyle stands him up. Zinkernagel gets the bounce. Zinkernagel hits the shot. Nichols, who's playing well in goal for Huddersfield, gets down and makes the save. Get down, get down, get down, get da-da-da-da-da. Iain, COVID alone, is there going to be... Would you believe, Iain, literally before we started, I had a look at that. Well, you tell me. I had a look at FA Cup weekend. I'd quite like to watch along Millwall and Palace at 12:45. But also, Iain, at 5:30, there's 4 games at once on BBC. So maybe we might double up there, Iain, and we'll do Millwall Palace as a standalone watch along, and then we'll do 4 games at once. And I think the Chelsea-Chesterfield one, which I was quite interested in, is on. So, yes, I hope so. Those naughty Millwall fans, hey? Millwall Palace, yes. Yeah, I think we'll want to see Millwall Palace. And I am seeing a very chiselled, handsome Portuguese superstar celebrating a goal at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 3, Burnley 0. Cristiano Ronaldo has scored. The ball comes in. He's just onside, I think. It hits the post. And Ronaldo is so clever. Just watches the bounce and just controls it, cushions it into the net. The great Cristiano Ronaldo with a tap in, his 700th goal or something of his career. Sounds like a plan. Loftus Road, 3 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, it's just annoying, Iain. The blackout is still live at 3 o'clock in the FA Cup games, isn't it? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They seem to have split them all up fairly well. So I think you got 3 sittings of games. Oh, huge chance for Sinani for Huddersfield, who should have gone 2-0 up. Here's me banging on about the FA Cup and saying that Forest are more likely to score the next goal in this game. Daniel Sinani, the Luxembourgish Norwich loanee, easy for me to say, hell of a chance there. Bad mistake by Worrell. Rhodes puts it on an absolute plate for Sinani. What a miss. Deary me. Okay, Rhodes could have put it along the ground. He does have to kind of half volley it, but come on. A championship level footballer should bury that. That's a bad miss by Sinani. Huddersfield close to going 2-0 up. And Sinani looks all at sea there because he was in the 10 position there in a nice position, completely miscontrolled it. Big chance there for Huddersfield. Goodness me. Should have gone 2-0 up. Will they be made to pay? They were on the counter there, Forest. I think Sunday Silva has been given offside. Hot sauce and chicken rice. Sorry, I'm eating. Very nice too. I had steak and frites earlier from the Co-op as well. I'm a bit snobby. It's a really nice steak actually from the Co-op. There's a new one around the corner. Nice. Yes, we'll do Palace and Millwall on ITV. That sounds fun. And Huddersfield could have been, well, not necessarily out of sight, but certainly very close. We've got another goal at Old Trafford. Aaron Lennon has scored for Burnley. 4 goals in one half here at Old Trafford. Mistake at the back. And it's a nice finish by Lennon, actually dribbles in. I didn't see who it was initially. One of the centre halves. It might be one of the centre midfielders, and the ball kind of bounces off him, which the defensive shape gets all out of whack. And Lennon, really nice finish, actually, low into the far corner. Man United 3, Burnley 1 over on Amazon in the Premier League. In the Championship, no goals yet in the second half. We should have had one at the City Ground. Huddersfield should have gone 2-0 up. As it stands, it's Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. The rest of the Championship scores: Bournemouth 1, Cardiff 0. Cardiff down to 10. Bakuna, straight red, serious foul play. Bristol City 1, QPR 1. Stoke 0, Derby 1. And in League 1, Sunderland 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sunderland going top of the table in League 1. Keep your comments coming in, guys. Make sure you hit like as well on the stream. Really helps me out. There's your little plug ticking along the bottom, whichever platform you're watching on. Although looking at the numbers, everyone's on YouTube, which is good. It's better over here, isn't it? You could watch down Facebook or Twitter as well. Here's Lewis Graben for Forest. Knocks it off to Spence. Spence tries to beat Holmes. Holmes stands him up. Oh, well played. And, it's Brennan Johnson inside left position. Tries to bend it into the far corner. Cannot hit the target. Good play by Spence. And one of those days so far for Forest, isn't it? Nothing's flying into the net despite some chances created. Coyle, to be fair, did get nice and close and close him down, didn't he? Really good play by Spence, who not only takes out Holmes, he takes out Hoffolo, the wing-back. Toffolo, Gruffalo, the wing-back. But here come Huddersfield again down the left with Toffolo. Sinani's there. Rhodes, Colback just nicks it away from Jordan Rhodes. O'Brien holds it up. Good open game this at the City Ground in the second half. Turton, Sinani, and it's back with Coyle. Masterstroke by Warren, telling Michael Smith to stop scoring. There we go. Same's happened with Macaulay Bonne, hasn't it? No one's talking about him getting signed now. We're going back to QPR. It's such a pain supporting this guy. Oh, you love it, Annie. Stop it. You love it. Millwall's safety officer will have a tough week ahead. Yeah. Should be a great spectacle, though, Millwall Palace, shouldn't it? O'Brien driving through. O'Brien hits the shot. That's great play by Lewis O'Brien. He's in great form, the Huddersfield central midfielder, isn't he? Fair argument, he's the best player, isn't he? Him and Sorba Thomas, I guess. Great run that. A good save by Samba. I think that's going under the crossbar. Good play by O'Brien. Drives through. Samba taking no chances, just tips it over the bar. By the look on the lady's face behind the goal, it might have been going over. She didn't look too bothered by that. Corner, Huddersfield, which Sorba Thomas will take. And need I remind you, Huddersfield have got a very good record from attacking set plays this season. Pearson's trying to use Toffolo as a screen. McKenna and Colback are just working out which way those two are going to split and who's going to stop which. The idea is that Pearson's going to try and lose McKenna here. Can Thomas find him, though? In comes the cross. No. Samba gathers that easily. And Lewis O'Brien, who I was just praising, hoiks that one out of the ground for a throw-in. There we go. Samba the man. Decent save. Thought O'Brien was linked with Leeds. Yes, he was. Yeah. Leeds seem quite... if they don't get a deal done, maybe they've just been burnt by the Dan James thing. They just leave it alone now and obviously signed a new contract. Someone will be back in for Lewis O'Brien. He's a very good player, isn't he? Anna, Bristol City have the worst record in the second half at home. Oh, dear. That doesn't sound good. We never have to look far to find a bad Bristol City stat, do we? Graben took that all the way from left to right, kind of... remember Andrei Kanchelskis doing that for Manchester United once? In a cup semi-final as well, and then banging it in the other corner. Who remembers Andrei Kanchelskis? What a player. A win would do wonders for my mental state, said Dave and every other football fan. Happiness linked to our wonderful football teams. Here is O'Brien. Toffolo. Luke thinks Norwich Cup match will be off. What date is that? Remember, I was getting this wrong on my streams, actually. It's 7 days isolation, not 10 days isolation anymore, isn't it? So, Cup third round day is Saturday the 8th. So, no, I wouldn't have thought... I would have thought that one will go ahead. Charlton and Norwich. Here comes Silva. Ewan, who's the best goalkeeper in the Championship? I've given up on these debates, Ewan, because all everybody does is just says the keeper for the team they support. Johnson on the back post hits it on the volley. Plus, and I include myself in this, football fans don't understand goalkeepers, do they? There's too few of them. They get too few touches, too unique. It was Colback who put the cross in. Johnson smashed the volley. Not the cleverest thing by Holmes, who just turned his back on that. He managed to get the block off his back. Yeah, 9th. It's on the Sunday, is it, Russ? Yeah, that'll go ahead. I wouldn't have thought whatever's happening there will affect that. Let's not get political, but I've heard from the YouTuber I watch, Dr. John Campbell, who's very good, the incubation period for Omicron is 5 days. So there's a lot of argument that 10 days that's come down to 7 days could, in fact, come down to 5 days for isolation. But let's not get into all of that stuff. Ends in a bloodbath pretty quickly, doesn't it? Is my keyboard 76 or 81 keys? That's a very complex question, isn't it? I think you mean 88, don't you? Oh, Johnson, surely. Oh, he's hit the side netting. What a miss. Steve Cooper holds his face. It looks like one of these nights where Forest are just not going to score. It was parried out to Brennan Johnson, cushion volley, and he's put it in the side netting. It's virtually, he should score that, shouldn't he? 2 bad misses in this half. One from Sinani for Huddersfield, one from Brennan Johnson there. Should have had at least 1 goal in this half. But it remains Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. Sam Johnston, best keeper in the league. He's certainly probably the most expensive, although his contract's up at the end of the season, isn't it? City down to 10. Andy King sent off. Ouch. If we were doing a Betfair watch along, I'm sure we'd be heading over to our friends at Betfair and making QPR hot favourites now to win that game. That is a 76, that keyboard. And it's bloody heavy as well. Look, I've got the wood finish as well. God knows. Is that 76? Yeah, it is, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 octaves. Yeah, 76. Are your numbers on the side of the keyboard, says Shiam. What does she mean, Russ, by that? What, the letters of the names of the notes on there, so I know which one's middle C. Here comes Graben. Graben hits the shot straight at Nichols. Colm, with the transfer rumours concerning Mitrovic and Ben Brereton Diaz, do you think Bournemouth will run away with the league after January? I hope not. No. I suspect, I don't think Mitrovic has got any chance of leaving. And Blackburn would be mad to sell Ben Brereton Diaz. Computer keyboard numbers? No. I don't know. Numbers? Pass. No idea. Here is Lewis O'Brien. Tries to help that down the line, looking for Dwayne Holmes. We're past the hour mark. No goals in any of the other championship games or at Sunderland in League One, but they're 3-0 up and home and host. Lots of fun and games at Man United, but that's half time. It's 3-1 there as well. Scott McKenna with a lovely old school sliding tackle then. You're almost surprised when you see a slide tackle nowadays, aren't you? Wins the ball nice and cleanly though. Zinkernagel, nice feet by Zinkernagel. Drives the shot over the crossbar. Worth. What's the plan for tomorrow evening? Oh, yeah, that's quite a good topic, actually. What's everyone doing for New Year's Eve? Would you believe, for the first time in many, many years, I'm not going to be working? And I haven't really chased work because I've been doing so much of it from home anyway. So we will be having 2 of our lovely friends over, Abby and Simon, and eating a lot and drinking a lot. So there we go. Let us know what you're up to for New Year's Eve. Chris, been a good open game. Forest, a host of good chances spurned by both sides. Yeah, we should have had at least 2 goals, at least 1 goal. Should have had 2 goals in this second half, for sure. If someone offers Blackburn 20 million for Diaz, what do they do? Well, I would assume he's going to keep scoring. They've got to play their poker face. That ask for double and try and keep him. And if they get offered double, then away they go. Speaking of away they go, Sunderland 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sunderland 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sunderland are flying to the top of League One. Let's have a look. I mean, nothing really changes every time Sunderland score, but I'll show you the live League One table. They're going on to 49 points. 2 points per game. And look, 4 points clear of Wigan in third, although Wigan have 3 games in hand. So it's going to be a topsy-turvy end to the season. We know in all divisions now with the weird schedule. But Sunderland looking good. Ross Stewart has finally got the hat-trick. Garner hits the shot deflected. That looked like that was headed goalwards. Forest just never going to score in this game. Crikey. We'll wait and see if Sky Sports News show the Sunderland goal. Coyle there makes the block. A bit of a tepid handball shout. It's going to be a corner to Nottingham Forest, which James Garner is going to take. Right-footed outswinger. But we're going to get a substitution. Are we? No. We're going to get Joe Worrell yelling at Matty Pearson. Keep your eyes on that one. In comes the corner. And it's all the way over. And Worrell's going to keep it alive. Spence. Garner pops it back in. Rhodes waves a bit of a lazy leg at it. Toffolo. Fouled by Zinkernagel? No. Toffolo needs to calm down. He's got the decision and he's still yelling at the linesman. I think he's seen sense now. The linesman's explaining, yeah, mate, I've given you the foul. Calm your passion. Man, calm down. Cafu is coming on for Forest. And Ojeda, who didn't cover himself in glory, lost Dwayne Holmes for the goal, is coming off. Straight swap that he'll sit in central midfield. Cheers for the invite. It's very exclusive here, Russell. Computer keyboards have the numbers on the top and also have them on the right. Why are we talking about computer keyboard? Oh, so you weren't actually talking about that keyboard. You were talking about this keyboard. No, the numbers are at the top, not on the side. Do you know what? I can even show you my computer keyboard if you want to see it. There it is, everybody. What fascinating lengths we go to in the chat here in the conversation. Unbelievable scenes. Stephen, of course, Rhodes waves a lazy leg at it. He's got 2 of them. Stephen's words, not mine. I think Sorba Thomas is going off, which is an interesting one because he's a tremendous player, having a tremendous season. Josh Karoma is coming on. Karoma surely won't play wing-back, will he? Might be a little change of system from Huddersfield. We'll see. Thomas was playing right wing-back, essentially. Could tuck into a back 4 now. Turton can play right back, can't he? We'll see what they do. That might be a change of shape. Here's one straight away for Holmes to chase. Karoma drills the shot, blocked, and McKenna gets it clear. Any intel on how Darby are playing? Is anyone on iFollow watching Darby? Let us know. Adrian, Blackburn have 2 options. Sell Diaz or hope he can carry them to the Premier League. Is the third option not sell him in the summer? It's never binary, is it, Adrian? Surely they can. His contract's not up, is it? I stand corrected if his contract's up, they ain't getting 20 million for him, so you tell me. Oh, they could offer him a new contract. Colback. Let's have a look. What happens if I type Ben Brereton Diaz contract into Google? Yeah, they've got an extra option. So, yeah, a year's option. So you'd assume smart business that. I'd definitely not sell him. I'd say he's not for sale in January under any circumstances. And then if someone offers 50 million, sell him. And then trigger the option for the extra year at the end of the season. Looks like they're in a fairly strong position there, Blackburn. But once you get into that last year, things get a bit hairy, don't they? Lyle Taylor is getting ready to come on for Forest. Ray, like to wish you and the Bloom family a happy new year. Thank you very much. Keep up the great work. Do you think Leeds will look to sign a few players next month? Yes, I do. 2 probably. But Leeds have been, I think their recruitment's been good in the Premier League, actually. Not many, but quality. I think Rafinha, Rodrigo, Koch, Llorente. Another couple in wouldn't be a bad thing, would it? Watching Lewis O'Brien tonight, though, that mightn't have been a bad signing. Bournemouth 2, Cardiff 0. By God. We've got him. We've got a goal in the Championship, and Bournemouth are going 4 points clear at the top. It's going to be back-to-back wins for Scotty Parker. Bournemouth in this weird league. Bournemouth been in very bad form, but obviously challengers haven't been playing, etc. The gap's been closed up. Back they come, win 2. Fulham can't get on the pitch anywhere, can they? So there we go. Silva, he's on loan from West Ham, isn't he? Is coming off. Lyle Taylor, I think, has just said 4-4 effing 2 for Forest. Get in the box, hey? Any resolutions? God, I'll put that to the chat. I've got about 50 New Year's resolutions. Most of them involve my health and fitness and eating less, drinking less, and exercising more. But it's all very easy to say. You've got to go ahead and do it, haven't you? Coyle and Lyle Taylor battling about. That poor old linesman's getting a hell of a load of stick from the Forest players in that corner. Taylor putting himself about straight away. Stephen, never sell your prize player unless you have to. I remember we gave Marcus Stewart to Ipswich and didn't win a game after that. And famously, in his second game for Ipswich, Marcus Stewart scored the winner against Huddersfield. My favourite player of all time, Dom Solanke, was the scorer for Bournemouth. Bournemouth 2. I think that's 18 for the season. So I think Mitrovic has got 22. I think Ben Brereton Diaz has got 20. I think Solanke's got 18. Some brilliant performances by those 3. Check out my Who's the Best Striker in the Championship video, where we looked at the numbers for all of those players. Strangely, Solanke didn't actually show up that well on some of the data. He's the only striker in there to have not outperformed his XG. I wonder whether he'll be evened up tonight. Annoyingly, I've just missed the goal as well. Big smile on Dom Solanke's face. Come on, Sky, show us a replay. Looked like he was arriving at the back post. Big smile on Scott Parker's face. Jaden Anthony's being congratulated as well, so I'm guessing he stuck the cross in. Don't make me press rewind on the weird. I'm going to have to, aren't I? Sorry about this, everybody. I want to tell you all about Dom Solanke's goal, and I missed it. Right, where's the rewind button? There. Okay. We'll see that goal in a minute. In the meantime, Huddersfield have got a corner, which they're in no hurry to take, being they lead 1-0 in this one. Right, sorry, here we go. Bournemouth 2, Cardiff 0. Sinani's about to take the corner for Huddersfield as well. Solanke just played in on the left-hand side of the box. opens up his body, bends it in right-footed. And I think if my numbers are right, 18 for the season for Dom Solanke. Really putting the numbers on, isn't he? And Bournemouth are going 4 points clear at the top. Let's just bring up a live league table just so we can see how decisive, really, especially with Cardiff being down to 10 men, that goal is going to be for the Cherries. Here comes Johnson, who's down the left now. And he puts the cross in, goes all the way over. Such a frustrating game, this, for Nottingham Forest. There you go, Bournemouth 49. And look, they're going to win, aren't they? 2 up, playing against 10 men. We're getting another substitution. Looks like that is Pippa, who we were talking about earlier. In fact, he's just waved to Ollie Turton and said, tuck back inside. So they're going to go back to a 3 at the back, it looks like. Huddersfield. Daniel Sinani is coming on. So there you go. There's your live league table. Bournemouth all looking good. Things can change. If Forest were to score, Huddersfield would obviously drop 2 points. If QPR were to score, they would pick 2 points up. Stoke are losing at home to Derby County as well. Fair play to Derby, who are giving it a right good crack in the wake of utter chaos off the pitch and 21 points deductions. What have we got here? Ivan Toney's record will be put to shame if they all stay. It may be. Yeah, God, could we get more than one player over 30 this season? All 3 can beat them. I think Zande Sil was a permanent. It was a permanent, was it? Interesting. Here's Spence. Spence knocks it back to Garner. Garner, corner of the box. Back to Spence. 1v1 with Holmes. That didn't work out well for Holmes last time, but Holmes done really well there. John, Dom Solanke has missed 16 big chances. Yeah, fair point. That would be a reason he doesn't. It's strange, though, John, because a few of his goals have been absolute worldies where they've looked like really difficult chances. Obviously, still a little bit inconsistent with his finishing. Why did Bodvarsson not feature in my video? Alex, I'm afraid John Daddy Bodvarsson did not have the requisite 7 goals to be analysed by me. Sorry. Ben, would you consider doing a video outlining what you think each championship team needs to do in January winter to improve their team? Possibly. That sounds like hard work to me, Ben. A lot of thinking. I was more thinking about doing a video the other way round, as in who would people want to be coming and getting from every championship team. But we'll see if there's time to get that done tomorrow. Derby having a right good go at it. It's not out of the question. Again, well, I've got some bad news for you on that regard, because literally as that's come up, Stoke have equalised. It's Stoke 1, Derby County 1. And this is the problem, isn't it? That you get really confident in respects of Derby. Tom Ince, former Derby player, has scored. But it's so on a knife edge. They've got to be really, really good from now until the end of the season. And look, we'll have a look at the table in just a sec. But and a huge game for Derby coming up away at Reading on, I think, January 3rd. Ball just rolling through Nichols. Well, we saw that happen to Forest the other day. Ryan Yates back pass kind of finding its way into the back of the net. Yeah, let's have a look at the live league table now as it pertains to Derby. Beans, Stoke have just equalised via Tom Ince. And yeah, this is what a knife edge it's on. So look, I'm always looking at 45 to survive. That's the 10-year average. So let's be kind. Let's say it's 43. Let's take 2 off that 10-year average, which would mean Derby, they're now level, would need 35 points from the remaining 22 games. At the moment, so from the first 24, they've scored 29 points, and we think they need 35. So, look, they're not miles off it from what they've done in the first half of the season, are they? Although that is 2 more games, obviously, with the... So look at it that way. They've got to get 6 more points in the second half of the season in 2 fewer games. Holmes drives the shot over the crossbar. We're up to 80 minutes now. And I really didn't think Forest were going to lose this game, but Huddersfield are playing it nicely. There's Tommins drilling that one in left-footed. I think he thought about celebrating. Then he thought, have I got to do one of these ridiculous non-celebrations when I score against the club that legitimately sold me and took a transfer fee for me? Zinkernagel has gone off. Yao Carvalho, you can still find him, has come on for Nottingham Forest. Sunderland 5. Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sunderland having a lovely old time. Ending the year, top of the table and winning 5-0. Woof. Well played, Sunderland. So I'm just going to go to some comments there. Bristol City is still hanging in there. Silver's contracted to... Okay, beg your pardon. I thought he was on loan. There we go. Luke should have been 3-0 to Bournemouth. They're home and host, aren't they? What's Spanish for squeaky bum time, Alfonso? I don't know. It does feel... I don't want to tempt fate, Alfonso, because you always think I tempt fate, don't you? It does feel like Forest could play until 11 p.m. tonight and not scored, doesn't it? Just one of those games. Benjamin Nguna Kimpioka. Apologies to him and his entire family heritage for my butchering of his name there, but well played. He scored for Sunderland. Chris, Forest have had 20 shots. Surely they will get at least an equaliser. That's what the data says, Chris. My eyes are telling me something different, though. I think we're just seeing... Oh, no, we're seeing the Dom Solanke goal again. Here come Huddersfield, though. Pippa coming down the right. Little step over from him. And then a horrible ball giving it away. Here comes Cafu and a Forest counter. Karoma slides in. I thought he was about to make a tactical foul, but he won the ball. Here's Pippa again. Oh, God. Pippa's just had one of the worst 15 seconds I've seen a professional footballer have. Bit the ball up twice, lost it twice, both times. Johnson, look at that pace. Pearson's gone with him. Johnson still gets the cross in. Taylor arriving on the near post. Good cover from Levi Coyle, who's a very fine player, isn't he? Nottingham Forest Cats, see you later. Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. As of, well, not tomorrow. Happy New Year's Eve tomorrow, hey? Now, yeah, 5-0, Jez. Not a good day for your boys, my friend. On to the next one, hey? Corner, Forest, Garner. Right footer, the ball's blown out of the quadrant. Garner replaces it. Lyle Taylor, as you imagine, causing some shenanigans on the goal line. Garner swings it in, easily headed out by Jordan Rhodes. Spence knocks it in and cleared away. Rhodes completely misjudges that. And Spence picks it up. Spence down the right, tries to take on O'Brien. Oh, goes in low looking for Graben, and Graben swings a foot at it. Doesn't make any contact. I'm not saying it was an air shot, but it looked like he was well positioned to just guide that in on the near post. Not entirely sure what happened. Here's Garner. Rhodes does well, comes back and pokes it away from him. Zane, did I see what Lukaku said? Even mid-table Premier League clubs, let alone Championship clubs, will cry for that money. That's unreal. I have vaguely seen what Lukaku said. Oh, hello, Derby County. Stoke 1, Derby 2 in the 85th minute. And I keep having these conversations with Derby fans saying, calm down. It's really, really hard. You're miles behind. And they keep winning, don't they? And it looks like they're heading for another victory tonight. Stoke 1, Derby 2. They're giving it a right good crack, aren't they, Derby? And they're 5 minutes from another win here. Stoke 1, Derby 2. Derby lead with 5 to go. Worth. You see that one coming, hey? Alfonso, presently surprised with where Huddersfield in the table. Imagine where we'd been if Pippa hadn't been injured. Oh, dear. Well, I hope your friend's okay, David. Severe allergic reaction does not sound nice at all. Derby. Derby 2-1. Derby, yes. Kazim Richards. Woof. Bournemouth 3. Cardiff 0. Bournemouth, a bit like Sunderland, are cruising to the top of the table tonight. We'll hopefully get a look at these goals now. Here comes the Derby goal. Kazim Richards arriving. I think it was Ravel Morrison, was it? Who played it through. Good feet by Kazim Richards. Look at that Derby away, and that's quality. Kazim Richards giving it the big one. There's my player to watch in this game, Festi Ebasele, celebrating the goal. Well played, Derby. Well played, Derby. And we're going to find out what's happened at Bournemouth. Jeff Lerma has put Bournemouth 3-0 up. See if he managed to tackle it into the goal. Oh, whack. I think that might end up being an own goal, actually. Lerma absolutely larrups it in from the corner, hits the bar, it's coming back out. So I think, unfortunately, that may well end up going down as an own goal. Very pedantic, that ruling, but what are you going to do? If the ball hits the woodwork and is coming away from the goal, it's just been corrected to a Smithies own goal. Poor old Jeff Lerma, hey? Right, let's do a quick sweep then. Manchester United 3, Burnley 1. That kicked off at 8:15. Bournemouth 3, Cardiff 0. Bournemouth going 4 points clear at the top. Bristol City 1, QPR 1. Remember, Bristol City are down to 10. Here's Spence into the box for Forest, shot blocked. And it's Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. This will be quite the win for Huddersfield. And it'll be quite the win for Derby. Stoke 1, Derby 2 at the stadium I'm contractually not allowed to name. Sunderland 5, Sheffield Wednesday 0. They are going top of League One. Here's Cafu for Forest. Johnson, nice looking low cross. Pearson, head it, kick it, get it away. And that's exactly what he does. We are at minute 87:50 on the clock at Forest. It's looking like it could be a good night for Bournemouth. Could be a good night for Huddersfield. Could be a good night for Derby. And I'm sure Bristol City will be happy to get away with a point given they've played with 10. Here is Spence for Forest. I'm going to say it again. Will there be a late goal somewhere? There's always a late goal. Hey? Need to get that on a T-shirt, don't we? Never mind Lerma. Poor old Alex Smithies. Yeah, wrong place. Wrong place, wrong time. King Kaz, get in. Come on, you Rams. There you go. Go on, you Derby fans. I feel bad trying to temper Derby fans' expectations. They've had such a rough time of it, haven't they, this season? Could be 3 straight wins, though. Unbelievable. Give Wayne Rooney the freedom of the city if he pulls this escape off. Well, I agree with that, yeah. They just got to get to the end of blooming January now, haven't they? And not lose one of their good youngsters for 750 grand or something awful like that. 89 gone now at Forest. Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. And we're looking for full times to start coming through now. Here's Pippa. Pippa knocks it inside to O'Brien. O'Brien to Holmes, the match winner at the moment. Holmes tries to force it through to High and turns possession over. Give him the United job if he can pull it off. Absolutely. Get him in there. Eh? Worrell. Knocked in. Spencer's played well for Forest, hasn't he? The right wing back. No, he's played right back tonight, hasn't he? As soon as I say that, possession's turned over. Lewis O'Brien gives a big rallying hand clap because we've just gone over 90 minutes now. It's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time. We're not that tight in many of our games tonight. In the Premier League, Manchester United up by 2. It's only really this one. Bournemouth are obviously up by 3 in their game. Levi Colwell's got the man of the match. Bristol City and QPR, we could get a winner from somewhere in that one. Forest, Neil, Huddersfield 1 here, obviously. Stoke 1, Derby 2. So, okay, I stand corrected. We could get a turnaround in one of 3 games if we do get a late goal. But Huddersfield have survived the first 45 seconds of stoppage time thus far. As Coyle heads clear again, Sky Sports man of the match. Goals conceded in stoppage time. Huddersfield, along with Bristol City and Peterborough, are the highest in the division. So that bodes well for Forest. Colback. Cafu. Pippa gets a foot in and it's booted down the ground. 91-20 on the clock. Samba. Worrell. Pinged forward by João Carvalho. Looks like he's playing right wing back pretty much. It's out for a Forest throw-in. 91-45 on the clock. Here is Carvalho. Pops the cross in and Nichols grabs it. And as you can imagine, as all goalkeepers do in stoppage time, catches the ball and throws himself down to the ground. 2 minutes of minimum stoppage time remaining. McKenna heads it down. He tried to head it to Colback. Colback says, I didn't want that there, mate. And the ball goes out of play. And Steve Cooper, arms folded, may be headed for a second straight defeat. Pippa taking his sweet time with the throw-in. Karoma knocks it back to him. 92-30 on the clock, into the channel, given away. And Forest are going to have 1, maybe 2 more phases in this match. There's 90 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Carlos Corberan pacing up and down. They're big, long technical boxes, aren't they, at Forest? Big header clear. Worrell's got it now. Knocks it across to McKenna. McKenna into the Huddersfield half. McKenna feeds into the channel, looking for Cafu. Turton takes no chances, cleans out everything, sticks the ball into the stand. The former Blackpool right back, Colback, Carvalho, who's got pretty much free roll. Garner, 40 seconds, minimum stoppage time left. Garner out to Carvalho. Down the line. Good ball, actually. Brennan Johnson pops that one in and Huddersfield get it clear all the way back to Brice Samba. 25 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Worrell, last man, boots it forward. Good header away by Pearson. Brennan Johnson into the box, drags the shot, and that is probably that. I think Huddersfield are going to get a very, very good win here tonight. Brennan Johnson has got cramp. And so it looks like have a lot of the Nottingham Forest fans who are all heading for the exits now. Steve Cooper knows it's done. He stands hands on hips. He's going to be a really good win for Huddersfield, this one. Forest have not been good in front of goal. They've had chances. Brennan Johnson with that biggest one in the second half. However, Daniel Sinani missed an absolute sitter about 5 minutes before that as well. And it looks like Dwayne Holmes' goal is going to win this game. And the arms go up. Carlos Corberan shakes hands with Steve Cooper. And what an excellent win that is for Huddersfield. Forest 0, Huddersfield 1. Let's head straight over to the live league table. Dwayne Holmes runs towards the away fans, kissing his badge, pumping his fist. He's ecstatic. It's a really, really good win. I've got, and the shirt's going in the crowd and everything. He's having a lovely old time, Dwayne Holmes, isn't he? The former Derby player down at the City ground. There's your live league table. Bournemouth. Look, Bournemouth are going to win. They're 3-0 up and in stoppage time. There, we've only got full time so far from Forest. So Bournemouth are going to go 4 points clear at the top. Huddersfield are going to stick in 6th position. And why am I seeing QPR down as winning? Have QPR scored and I haven't picked it up? Hang on. SofaScore is telling me that QPR have gone 2-1 up. Oh, my goodness me. I'm not seeing the goal on the screen, but we have had a 93rd minute winner. There's always a late goal. And it's gone to QPR, who look like in the 93rd minute, they've got themselves the victory. It's been back-to-back defeats for Rangers. Johan Barbe has scored in 93 minutes for QPR. They were down to 10 men, Bristol City. And QPR, a vital late goal for Johan Barbe and for QPR to win the game, it looks like. Although I said that yesterday with Blackpool, and he's glanced the header in from the corner, Steph Johansson's corner, and Barbe, the former QPR and Brentford players there, has won the game. Mark Warburton applauds a late winner for QPR. There's always a late goal. And look at Darby now down at the bottom. 3rd straight win for them. Well played, Darby. Is that full time? Yes, it is. Take a bow, Darby. 3 straight wins. They are 11 points from survival, Derby. And their next game is against Reading, who are the team they're chasing. A massive 6-pointer. Barbe, QPR, Barbe, get in. Woof. Come on, Barbe. Let's go party. Absolutely. Goodness me. Come on, you Super Rams. Wayne Rooney. Some teams have had some very good nights tonight. Let's just do a quick sweep before we go. So Manchester United are going to go 6th in the Premier League. They're 3-1 up against Burnley, unless we get some crazy fight back there. Bournemouth are going top by 4 points in the Championship. Bristol City, that says 1-1. It's now 2-1 to QPR. They're going to move within 1 point of the playoffs, if I've got my numbers correct. Huddersfield are the team they're chasing, and they've won 1-0 at Forest. Forest profligate in front of goal tonight. Huddersfield getting a really good win down at City Ground. Dwayne Holmes with the only goal. And well done, Derby. Stoke 1, Derby 2. 3 wins in a row for Derby County, who are in fine form at the moment. I've still got it down as very unlikely, but they're giving this a really good crack, Derby County. Sunderland 5, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sunderland 2 points per game and top of League One. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Before you go, just hit that like button, just to help give the stream a push for anyone who wants to tune in after the fact. Hopefully, we'll get something done as it pertains to saleable assets tomorrow. Actually, we've still got the round 25 review to do tomorrow as well. So there is plenty to be getting along with. Enjoy your New Year's Eve, and we'll be back very much likely for the preview on New Year's Day morning, and we'll try and get Sheffield United Borough, the Chris Wilder return, as a watch along. Thank you all for watching. If you want, if you've put shout outs and thank yous, I'll click them up over the advert at the end of the show. I'll run the Championship 365 advert if you want to get involved in that. That's over on the Planet Sport Network. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been the Thursday night watch along, and it's a lovely over and out from me. If you're enjoying this show, then why not check out Championship 365?
The only area to find Benjamin Bloom, the Second Tier Podcast, and myself, Ben HD, all in the same place.
We'll debate the key topics and interact with you, our community of subscribers.
And we'll be releasing 2 exclusive weekly videos.
So visit www.network.planetsport.com.
Championship 365, 3 creators, 1 community.